Hello everybody, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 11th of June and we are in New York session over here. So here the 30-minute candle in GBPJPY just closed bullish outside this trend line over here by giving a rejection wick over here. So I'm wondering if the current 30-minute candle breaks the high of the previous 30-minute candle, then there is a very high chance that this might just go up to fill this wick and this area over here. So yeah, that's the idea here. Let's see in the trading view. Okay, so now we know that this is a high volume time over here and GJ can and this previous candle is is a huge rejection wick candle. So I think this will be a good buy in GBPJPY once the 30-minute candle closes above the high of the previous candle, and in 15 minutes also it looks good. So if I look at the 4-hour over here, then 4-hour is also rejecting that area, and I think that this can go up. So yeah, let's see the 1-hour. 1-hour candle is having 30 minutes here left to close. Let's see 4-hour daily. Daily is moving up, rejecting this area. The yesterday's candle was also closed bullish, so that's why. Because if we talk about this trend line over here, then it's a very strong trend line which is coming all the way from the left. So yeah, that's a really strong trend line over here. Hello PS Gore, good afternoon. So let's just see the candles closely here. This candle closed bearish, but rejection here. This candle also rejected this area. This candle, this also, this one closed inside this trend line finally, and the next candle, the previous 30-minute candle, just broke below this candle, came down around 6-7 pips and rejected the whole area and went bullish, by leaving this wick behind. And the current candle is coming down with no wick on the top, so maybe this can be a liquidity wick over here, and if the current candle starts to go up, breaks the previous candle high, then that means that this will be a liquidity wick. So we can keep our stop loss behind this, below this liquidity wick, and get our entry at this point and anticipate for the price to move up. So that's the idea here in GBPJPY. And if I look at the 1-hour, then 1-hour also, the previous 1-hour candle closed bearish. So the thing is, possibly there are two things which can happen. It can go up or it can go down, right? So possibly if we look at the left, then we have these rejections on the left earlier, so it might be possible that we might see another rejection here, and I think that maybe GBPJPY will be correcting this move which went up, and maybe today we can see a move coming down. So yeah, that's the few things which are coming into mind. But if I look at the symmetry, then I think if it breaks the high, then there is a chance that it can go up to at least 10 to 12 pips. Let's see here. So maybe I'll just wait for this 15-minute candle to close to execute any trade here. Let's just go back there. Okay, in case, what if I just wait for 30-minute candle to close here. Then we will be having some clarity about this thing. It might go up or not. So I think that will be a more better idea. So yeah, let's just wait for this 15-minute candle to close. If this 15-minute candle breaks the high, then I might just execute a buy trade. This 5-minute candle closed back here, creating a support. This 5-minute candle is just creating a support. That means this whole move can be a fake out move. This whole move can be a fake out move. And the way it's moving up, it shows us some volume. That means 15-minute candle reversing back, 30-minute candle reversing back, 1 hour is going up. So yeah, so now we have around 4 minutes left here for this candle to close, and looks like it can move up to this area at least. Because this can be a liquidity wick here. It's going up now. Let's see here. So the 15-minute candle rejecting this area. Okay, so the 15-minute candle is about to break the high. It just broke the high at this point. Let's see here. The thing is, right now it's just consolidating. Yeah, I'll just wait here and see where this candle will be closing, or I'll just wait for 30-minute candle to close, because right now the thing is, it's kind of, there is kind of some choppiness in the market. So if we just draw another trend line here, this one, then it seems like that it's right now it's in a channel, and we should just wait for GJ to break out of this channel. So if I look at the trading view here, then this is that trend line, and this is another one. So now there is one thing which is getting clear here. So the thing is, I'll now just wait and watch. If a candle breaks and close above 155.174, then I'll be buying GBPJPY. I want to take a buy trade here, but the thing is, I don't know, because right now GJ is just ranging here. So we don't know that it might just go here and reject this area, and then it might come down to test this area, and it just moves like this. So right now it's a high volume time, I know, but still we need some sort of confirmations, even though that can be a confirmation of, you know, closing above this trend line or closing above this zone over here. So don't know. So if GJ wants to really go up, then it has just broke the high of the previous candle, but it rejected that area, because earlier it rejected that area and coming down now. So there is a very high chance that this might just go down. There's a very high chance. That's why I just did not execute any trade. Alright. So gold just doing its thing over here. Let's see. Oh, 15-minute candle just rejected in gold. 30-minute also rejected this area. It might just, you know, retracing back. So we were coming down from this point, so it made a support here. So there was another, this is the resistance here, sorry, this is the resistance here. It rejected that area. So I think let's wait for a resistance to be formed to execute sell trades in gold, because right now there's nothing, there's really nothing. Alright, GJ is coming down now. Let's see. Yeah, GBPJPY is doing its thing here. It's coming down, and I think if GJ crosses below this wick over here, then there's a high chance that it might go down to test this low over here, because that will be matching with the 4-hour time frame also. Okay, so let's just see gold here, what the gold is doing. Okay, gold is kind of rejecting this area as we expected, but I am expecting a wick down in gold and then move up. So that's what I am expecting with gold, because I know that gold has a potential to go up today, but as the yesterday's candle just closed above this area with long rejection wick, so today's candle might just go a little bit more down and then it might just break up. So that's the idea with the gold, but we need some sort of confirmations to sell or buy. So okay, so if you look at the 30-minute here, gold is rejecting this area. Hello Abhishek, how are you? So gold is just rejecting this area. There is one rejection, second, third, fourth, and right now fifth. So whenever gold rejected this area, it came down hard like this. Each and every move was a good down move. So right now, as this 30-minute candle is rejecting this area, I think we should wait. Okay, so there is 2 minutes left. Hello Nishchal, how are you? So there is 2 minutes left here for the 15-minute gold candle to close. So I think that if gold wants to go down, then the next candle will be our opportunity candle, because we can take this candle as a long rejection wick here. And let's see, our stops will be, damn, the stops are really big. Stops are really big. I might just take this trade in the 5 minutes, because this will become a fake out then, and at the next candle it can drop. Yeah, with 10-11 pip stops I can take this trade. So at any time it can just starts to go down, because this is rejecting and respecting this trend line over here. So I'll just, let's get ready here guys. Anytime gold can starts to go down. And let's just get ready. Okay, so 15-minute candle just closed here. it just broke below in the first few seconds, so I'm not gonna execute any trade here. I want this candle to move up, make a upper wick, and then go down. If that happens, then it's okay. If not, then I'll not just enter this trade. I'll wait. So this candle broke below all these wicks over here, so there is a high chance that it might go down. Damn, this candle is just 6 pips candle. Alright, so if we look in the 30 minutes here, 30-minute candle just break below the previous 30-minute candle's low, and let's just switch to 15 minutes here. 5 minutes. Yeah, I think it should make a little bit move up and then go down. So this is the wick which can be filled with the gold. The thing is, we cannot just enter a trade here. We cannot, because the stops will be very big. Oh, look at this move. 10 pips. Stops will be very big in the higher time frames. Okay, this candle broke this candle is low over here. I want some retracement and then it should go down. So I might just wait for a retracement in the 1 minute time frame here. Hello Brandon, good morning. Just need some retracement in the 1 minute. I think it can retrace up to this level, and after that we can execute sells. So if I just put a trend line in 1 minute, then I might get the retracement point. And this can be the retracement point here. Okay, so 1 minute candle just closed bullish here, and I'm expecting another candle to go up, at least to touch this area, to touch this resistance. So that will be a good thing for us. Okay, 1 minute candle closed like this. Gold, gold, gold. The thing is, in gold, stops are biggest problems. So if any candle just breaks this low over here, then I'm taking a sell trade at that point. I'll keep my stop loss above this candle's high, which will be around 12-13 pips. Just took a sell trade over here. So let's see if this will work or not, because 15-minute candle just crossed below this low over here, and gold is in momentum, so it might just fill this wick and come down to this level over here. And I'm gonna manage my trade in 1 minute only. So if any candle breaks above this high over here, then I'm gonna close half. I'm gonna close half at that point, which looks like it will be going up. Oh, candle just closed with no wick. At this point, if this candle breaks its high again, then I'm gonna close half. I just close half of the trade here. Now I'll wait. Now I want candles to respect these trend lines and come down from here, because if that doesn't happens, then that means it may just go up. So I just want trend lines to, candles to respect the trend lines. I really think that this candle might just tap this area. And I think this whole move here will be corrected. It should. And if doesn't happens, then I don't know. Let's see. So 30-minute candle is having 5 minutes left to close, and it's just rejecting this area. Till now, candles are respecting the trend lines. I hope this candle breaks the low of the previous candle to go down. This candle closed above, so now if the candle breaks the higher, then I'll close another half to manage the trade. I closed another half here. So 30-minute candle is about to close in 1 minute. Let's see what GBPJPY is doing. GBPJPY is just consolidating at this point. Alright, so candle closed bearish over here, 30-minute candle, and next candle just started here. Looks like it has just made some retracement and it should be continue moving down. As we look in the 1 minute, 1 minute closed back in this trend line, and this candle here is just moving down, and let's see. Okay, so I think if in gold, if this current candle breaks this low over here, then I think that can be a good sells in gold. Yeah, so I might just enter again once this low will be broken. So yes, I'll add my positions back at that point. So I have added my positions back, and I'll just keep my stops the same as the previous 1892.16. 1892.16. Yeah, so my stops are still here, and now I'm expecting the price to move down. It should fill this wick and continue to move down. Let's see here. So you can see this is my second position. Managing the trade in 1 minute and expecting the price to move down. But if that doesn't happen, then I'll just manage the risk. So I'm into 4.7 sorry, 2 pips of profit right now. So let's see if it continues to move down. It should continue to move down to this level at least, which is around 12-13 pips. So as we can see here, the 30-minute candle is also dropping, so it should be dropping at to this point at least. Right now there is another trend line forming here, so it might just drop to this trend line, and if it drops further below, then it will drop sharp. Yeah, it should break this trend line to drop further. It should close below this line over here. So if it wants to close below, it should just drop hard and close below, because right now it's becoming a channel and I don't want this channel to form. So look, this just closed here and it can reject this line and continue to move up, and if it not, then it should be dropping hard. So let's see here in 5 minutes. 5 minutes looks good, but it can reject this area. So now right now I'm in 4 pips of profit in both the trades. Let's see how this looks in. Alright, So it's dropping hard now in 30 minutes, so it should, I think, continue moving down now. So we have 1 minute 20 seconds left. So I want in those 20 seconds the price to stay below this trend line. If that happens, then that will be a really good thing to form. 5 seconds here. Oh, it just don't reject. Oh, it's rejecting. It just closed at the trend line. Now it can just move up a little bit and then starts to go down. That's the issue over here. So right now 6 pips. So what I'll do now is that if price goes back to my entry level, then I'm gonna close half of the trade. Because look how the price respects these lines. How the price respects it. Just you should just there is another trend line over here. I just got that. So yeah, this one. So now price can maximum bounce off to this level over here, and if it goes beyond this level, then that means it can go up. So it's right now it's just moving down, and we have 10 seconds left. Okay, nice. 10 pips achieved here. Congratulations everybody who has just made some profits. So I'll just, okay, it just closed below that area. I'll close half on 10 pips. Oh, come on man, just go down. It just closed below that trend line. This candle rejecting that trend line. If this ties if the price stays below this trend line over here, then I'm gonna be in this trade and see this 30-minute candle to drop further to this point. Alright, so at this point I just closed half of the trade and booked the profit in half trade. 12 pips running and keeping stop loss at break even. So yeah, that was the whole idea here, and running with the half lot. So I will wait for the price to move further down. So look how we managed this trade in 1 minute by taking this trade in the bigger time frames. So now if the price breaks this low, then this should drop further ahead. And if we look at the 4 hour, then 4 hour is about to break this wick over here. Alright, it just started 18 pips of profit right now. So target achieved here. Our target has been achieved. Yes. Look, if anybody wants to close, then they can close. I'll let this half trade run because I see that in the 4 hour it's moving down with volume. So if this candle starts to go down by breaking this low over here, as it has already break this low, then it should continue to move down. But the thing is, there is only one problem. The problem is that this is the low of the previous 4 hour candle, and the lows are really strong. So I want the price to just reject these areas over here, these trend lines over here, and continue to move down by breaking this low again. If candles continue to move down and breaks these lows again, then that means that there is a very high chance that it can go further down. But as the momentum of gold is just out of control, so it can just go up, hit my break even points, and then go down. I just want it to respect these trend lines in the 1 minute. So we had a successful trade in gold. We closed half position and added back half when this candle break the low. So this is how you should add your positions if trade doesn't go in your direction in the first try. So look, now 1 minute candle is respecting this trend line and closing like a rejection wick here. So let's see, but the candle closed weak bearish. Just read out the candles, read the candles, what the candles are saying, how they are moving, and look how beautifully they just respected everything in 1 minute time frame. It's totally beautiful here. So if this candle starts to go down like this is going down with volume, then there is a chance that we might see another big drop in gold. I really am liking this volume over here. I just want this to break this low again. And there is another trend line here. Let's just draw that from this point to this point. If price breaks this trend line and closes below this trend line, then we are going down in the 4 hour, and it looks like that it will be dropping. Look, I'm being very patient with this trade, very patient. Right now 11 pips, 12 pips. So I want this candle to reject this area and close below this area. Let's see here. Yeah, it's kind of struggling here at this point. So this can be the last area for gold, because it might reject this area and go up in the 4 hour. So that can also be the case. But I really want gold to go down and hit this area. If that hits that area, then that means I'll be hitting around 148 pips in this trade. It's playing out just the way you want it to today. Yes, because the thing is, I just switched the time frame to look the 1 minute time frame. Look at this thing. I'm analyzing the trade in 4 hour. Look at these trend lines. You cannot just understand by looking this. So I switched to 1 hour, 1 minute, and I'm now managing this trade in 1 minute. I know that this area is really important, that's why these candles are rejecting this area, but once this area gets broke, man, we are going way down in gold. I just want a candle to close below this area. Look, it's trying again. Yeah, I need a real big push here. Big candle. Yes. Just close below this. Okay, it closed below that area. So now I am in 24 pips of profit. I'll close another half here. I closed my another half of the trade right at this point. So now I'm already up for the day, and now I have nothing to lose, and I think it should be dropping more. Look at this 4 hour candle here. Let me just show you here. Look at this 4 hour, how beautifully it's breaking this low, coming down, now about to break this low over here. So that's the drop I was just waiting for gold to happen, and look, we just went all the way down. So that was our trade. We got around 24 pips in this trade. Let's see, let's just write this down. Gold sells here, we got 24 pips. Okay, so in gold sells we just got 24 pips here. Congratulations to everybody who has just made some profits. So I'm still holding this trade here, and if anybody just wants to close the trade, then they can just close the trade. I have just kept my stop loss at break even, and it's dropping. It's now 32 pips in profit right now. So I think it will be dropping further. I think now next point will be this area over here. There's your push. Yeah, exactly. I was just waiting for this push only, because look here, let me just go back here. Yeah, so look, now it's just dropping from this point, right? So now we can expect a little bit of retracement and something like that, but the gold is in a real momentum right now. It's in a really good momentum right now. So, and plus the 4 hour candle is pushing now, right? 4 hour candle is also pushing down, so we can expect further going down. Sachin is asking for the total profit. Let me just see. right now it's around 1% because close half position in loss in gold. So I'm up 1% right now and these trades are running. So if I close these trades, then maybe 2 more percent will be coming in these trades. So you can say that, but right now, as for now is 1%. So now I want these candles to respect these trend lines over here. So if candle starts to, now here's the thing, the fun part. Now we are already down, let's say 20 pips, you can say. So now if candle starts to close above these trend lines, then what you can do is you can start to close your positions in profits and book your profits. So if a candle closes above this area, then I'm gonna close another half of these trades. I think this is, yeah, but I'm really expecting candle to go further down. Let's see GBPJPY here. GBPJPY is kind of struggling. Okay, look, gold candle just closed above here. I'll just close another half. So now I am up 1.5% for the day. And right now, tiny positions running here. $20 pips. Although this candle closed with no wick, but look, already we are up, right? So there is no, nothing bad in booking profits when candles are closing oppositely. So I want now some other candles to close below this area, as these candles just rejected this area over here. Just make a story of the candles. Now these candles rejected this area from the left, and this candle is coming down. So I want this candle to go down instead of going up. But if this candle breaks up this area and close up above this area, then I will be closing another half from this trade. But I want this candle to push down and go. So we have 12 minutes left in 30 minutes candle to close, and this candle is kind of retracing back in this zone, but I want to do this candle to go down. So in 30 minutes this candle will be going down, breaking its own low and moving further down. So I want that kind of setup. Still GJ has to make its move. It doesn't move in Asian, London, any session right now. It's just doing nothing. So we can expect some good move in GJ. So maybe our bonus profits will be in GJ. Alright, so we have our trade one, gold sells 24 pips booked. The problem was in this trade was that I took a early entry, really early, because when I just took this entry over here, it just shoot it up, right? So I could have just waited a little bit more for the candles to tap into this trend line over here, and then I could have just executed the trade. But yeah, we can, but yeah, we earned the profits. But this mistake won't be repeated from the next time. learn from your mistakes. Just learn from those mistakes. Admit those your mistakes, right? Because you cannot, you just don't say lie to yourself. Everybody knows their mistakes. Just admit that mistake, so that you can learn from that mistake and grow. So my exact point for this entry is 1890.7976. So this is, entry is around here. This is my exact entry, and I'm expecting the price to go all the way down to this point at least. Because if that doesn't happen, then I got these positions closed here. That's not a problem also. So I think today I'll be, if this candle starts to go down, then I might just get 4 to 5% profit today. Right now I'm up 1.5%. So market is consolidating at this area. Let's see. So now it all depends on this 30-minute candle. If this candle closes above this area, then I'm gonna close my full position in 7 minutes. So I want this candle to close below this area so that I can hold the trade. May you explain your today mistake? Yeah, sure. So this is 1 minute gold time frame over here. Okay, so it's moving up. So I think at this point I might just close everything. But no, I'll wait for this candle to close. So today this is gold 1 minute, right? So market was coming down all the way down, and I was expecting the price to go down in 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes I was expecting, when this candle broke this low over here and this low over here, so I was expecting the price to go down. So and I switched to 1 minute, because in 30 minutes stop loss was coming out to be very big. So that's why I did not executed the trade in 30 minutes. Okay, so I have just closed full position here in profit, and I'm up 2% today, because now it's just closed above this trend line, so it can go up, retrace back, and then go down. So when I just open this thing over here, I'll just explain. Okay, so look, so when this candle, when gold was coming all the way down, at this point I want market to retrace back a little bit, right? So I drew this trend line from this point to this point, and it's stretched all the way here, right? So at this point I was thinking that market was going up to retest this trend line over here, but I made a early entry when this candle break this low over here I took a early entry at right at this place, right? So I thought that market has already retraced a little bit at this point, so it will not be going up. So that was my mistake. But market did went up and exactly retested that high which I was expecting it to retest, and it came down from that point. So if I did some, I showed some patience and I did not took this trade early, then what I could have done is that loss, I could have just ignored that loss. That loss won't be happening. I haven't lost half of the trade, right? So my full position at that point would be just open, and I could have just earned move way much more than I just earned right now. So this whole move I could have just took that profit. But I am not worried about that thing. I learned from my mistake and I'll try to not make that mistake again. Although I have just closed my trades in profit and I am up for the day, but still there is always a room for betterment in your trading and everything. So you can always grow. So I hope this helps everybody. So look, this area was a good area. Market went up, now closed above, respecting this trend line again. Now it can just move up to this area and can further go to this area. So that's the trade for gold. Okay, so finally GBPJPY is showing some strength. Let's focus on GBPJPY. Okay, so here's the thing. In GBPJPY, previous 4-hour candle just rejected this trend line. The current 4-hour candle also rejected this trend line and now moving up, right? So now we know that. But you again add position on trend line support. Yes, I added that position again because I was confident about this trade. When a candle just broke this area again, I knew that it's respecting the trend line coming down again, so I just added my position back in this area. So that's what I did. So I gave my trade a second chance to run in my analysis, because I knew, I was confident about this analysis, that if the gold is coming down, retracing back up, then it has created a resistance and it's coming down from the resistance. So look, this is the formation of resistance. I waited for a candle to break this low, so I took the trade and continued moving down. So now the candles are creating higher highs and higher lows, and support has been created here, right here. So now this is the support, this is the support, this is the support, so it's moving up. So that's the thing over here. Okay, GJ is moving up. Let's just get ready for the GBPJPY. Alright, GBPJPY is really moving good right now. I think it will be going up to this level and further up. Let's see here, it's about to close in 30 seconds. So let's just go to trading view. This candle is closing outside the trend line, so I think we can execute a trade in the next candle if the next candle starts to break this highs over here to continue moving up. So I'll just wait now for the next candle to break these highs over here. This will be, I think this will be my execution point. Or if this candle creates a lower wick, test this trend line, and then it starts to move up, then I might just take a trade when this candle breaks the high. But looks like it might just break the high. Yeah, it just broke the high. Let's see if we can do something to take this trade. You know what, I think we should just wait, because these areas are really important areas. So GJ can just go up, make us a fool, and starts to go down. Although according to the trend line it looks like that it won't be doing that, because it's respecting the trend line, created a support from the trend line. But but cannot can't say anything here. Let's just draw some more lines here. So this is a trend line here, this is another trend line here, and let's go to the 15 minutes. So 15-minute candle just close exactly above the trend line, and let's just go to 4 hour and go in GBPJPY. So when I look at the 4 hour here, I just got to know that this candle rejected this area, previous candle rejected this area. Now there is a chance that, high chance that this candle might just shoots up. But the thing is, right now we are just very near at the resistance over here, and the candles are below this resistance. So that's the only thing which is bothering me right now. So let's see, let's hope to get a good formation here in GJ. Let's not take any trades in a hurry. Let's just go to 5 minutes. Let's see what's happening in 5 minutes here. Okay, I'll just get back in 1 minute. So yeah, I'm back. Okay, so it's just doing the same thing now. The candles has just retraced back, right? And there is this area over here. Let me just highlight that area. this is the area, and really important area here. So the candle can come down to reject this area and starts to go up. So if we look at the 15 minutes over here, then we got to know that, okay, so if the candles will be, rejecting this area, creating a wick inside this thing over here, then it might just go up, right? So let's see where this 5-minute candle will be closing. Okay. So this candle is having around 3 minutes left here to close, and in that 3 minutes this candle might reject the area. Okay, let's see here. So look, in the 4 hour, if you look at the GBPJPY in the 4 hour, then this candle starts to go down again it is starting to go down. So that's why this is really important. The thing is, right now there is two problems with this analysis over here, with this GBPJPY over here. The problem number one is that GJ is under a resistance, right? And GJ is above this trend line. So it's rejecting the resistance, rejecting the trend line, and right now it's just going nowhere. So that's the issue here in GBPJPY. Five minute is rejecting this area as we expected. So still got 7 more minutes here for 15-minute candle to close, and 22 more minutes for 30-minute candle to close, and 1 hour candle to close. So this 5-minute candle is about to close in 40 seconds, and if this candle closes above this trend line, then that means that it has done testing this area, created a rejection wick, and when the next candle breaks these high, then I think at that point that will the point for us to execute a trade, so that we can keep our stops around 7-8 pips. But let's wait and let's see how the candle will be closing. Okay, so we are moving towards NY open timings. So as we have just, today is 11th, so day started here. Look, it just ranged today. Yesterday GBPJPY just went up, so I think it should just correct its move over here. So I think it can come down. this going up, it's just a liquidity grab and nothing else. So if we can manage to execute a early entry in GJ, then we can just catch this whole move. Candle closed under this trend line. Okay, so now we just need to wait. We cannot do anything here. I'll wait for close of this 15-minute candle, because this 15-minute candle can just close down here, or this 15-minute candle can just, you know, go up a little bit and reject this area from the left. So it's better to wait for a close of this candle and then execute some trades. Gold is rejecting this area. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of rejecting that area, so there is, there is a chance that gold might reject this area and close back above in this range, so that it can start to go up finally to this level. Okay, so looks like 15-minute candle is coming all the way down, creating a fake out. One minute left here. Look how beautifully GBPJPY just respected these trend lines over here. So now our next stop can be this area. Few seconds left for the 15-minute candle to close. Let's see where we can execute sells. Good sells will be below this area, but I want to execute an early entry to cash the full move. So I'm trying to figure out where we can just take that trade. I think if we get a resistance formed, like we are going down and there should be a resistance formed, and when the resistance formed we can execute a sell, then that will be a good entry. Because right now we cannot enter sells because GJ can just go straight up and close back above. So I want a resistance to be formed to execute a trade. Otherwise I'll just take sells below that zone to the downside. So yeah, that's a good idea. I think I will wait for a resistance to be formed, because all these candles fell down from a resistance. This was a resistance, this was a resistance, this was a resistance, this was a resistance. So candles always fall from resistance, so let's wait for resistance to be formed and then should go down. So we can take this up move as a retracement. This is another trend line over here. Yeah, let's see. Maybe executions in GBPJPY will be in 5 minutes. But there is another thing also which can happen. That is, it can create a support and close back above this trend line again. So that can also be a case. But I'll be very careful about this thing. I want a proper symmetry, sorry, I want a proper setup to be formed to execute a trade. Look. So this is what? This is gold over here, and these are the trades I took today. This is only 2 trades, not even 2. You can say 1, because this I closed half of my total trade in 10 pips. Then I closed another half in 11 pips. And when I added the positions back around 79, yeah, I added the positions back around this area. Now look at my profits. I earned around 11-12 pips here. In this trade, 24 pips. In this trade, 25 pips. 17, around 20. Look at the profits. So always keeps your profits big. It will always make some difference. So in total I am up around 2%. So this is how you should also manage your risk. So look, GJ is just creating support. But the thing is, only 3 minutes just passed away from this 15-minute candle. So I think it can reject this area, create a wick, and starts to go down. So when this candle creates a wick, starts to go down, break this low, I'm gonna add sell positions here to go down. That will be the good point, because I'll be having this clean range. I know that this can be a fake out, and this candle created a upper wick, so that makes sense always. But what if this candle breaks above this high over here? Then what if that happens? So if that happens, then let's see. So that means 5-minute candle will be breaking this high, and there's a chance that it might move up to this area, which is 6.5 pips away. And the another thing is that this 5-minute candle will be closing outside this trend line over here. So that makes sense to execute buys at that point. Yes. And volume is coming in also. Okay. So the thing is, I'll execute a buy trade if this 15-minute candle breaks above this high over here. Let's go to the 15 minutes. So this candle is taking support from this trend line over here, and volume is pushing this candle up. So if this candle, oh, look at the rejection over here. See, that's why it's really important for a candle to break above the high or the low of the candle. Really wasn't expecting this to happen. The way it was moving up, I was thinking that it will be breaking the high and continue to move up, but it broke. It didn't broke the high and rejected this area. That's nice. Nice. And guys, remember today is Friday, so if the market doesn't move, then it's normal. Why Friday is risky to trade? It's not risky to trade, it's just there is a very low volume sometimes on Friday and on Mondays also, because the thing is, traders are closing off their positions and very few new trades and very little amount of money flushed into the market on Fridays. Because just think of it like, if you start some work to do, if you have some work to do, then obviously you will be doing it from the, from first day of the week, right? From Monday maybe, and till Friday you will be, just completing those works. You will be just, wrapping those works around. So that's why on Fridays volume is low in the market. So that's why it's known as the risky thing to trade. Because the thing is, supposingly you are closing off your positions and I may be just putting some little bit small positions because this is Friday. So when you are also closing off position and I am also taking a little bit small trades, so that makes the market imbalance. Because on when we are in the middle of the week, like on Wednesday or Thursday, these are the 2 days when the market can move extremely much more than Friday or Monday. Why? Because on these days traders decide to, the big institutions, they decide whether market, should be going up or whether the market should be going down. So they just give the market direction, and how the directions are formed when we see moves, obviously, right? So when we see moves, then that means that there is a high volume in the market because the moves are happening, right? And the money is flowing. Why people say, okay, the money is flowing in the market? They say this because on the mid days of midweeks, the market just flushed with a lot of money with big institutions and everyone else. The traders also are most active on midweek, so that's why. And on Fridays, little bit of transactions happening in the market, so that's why. It's just a matter of volume, nothing else. Alright, so 30-minute candle is about to close in 6 minutes over here. 5-minute candle is dropping. Look, another thing here. Now candles are not going above this level over here. It tried to go up, failed. These tried to go up, failed. So candles are not going above these levels. That means that we might just got our resistance here and it can just move down to this level. So we just switch back to 15 minutes and let's see if we can take a trade in 15 minutes or not. So it looks like that 15 minutes is kind of uh, trapped between this trend line, and if we get a break below this area, let's see where the 15-minute wick is. It's around this point over here. So let's go to the 5 minutes now. It's there. So if a candle tries to break this low, then that means it can go further down. Why? Because 15-minute candle is rejecting this area, now starts to move down. 15-minute candle didn't break this high over here, respected that high. Now if it breaks the low of the previous candle, then obviously there is a very high chance that this 15-minute candle can continue moving down. So that's why there is a very good chance to execute sells at that point, because in the 5 minutes, if you look in the 5 minutes, then in the 5 minutes you will see some sort of break out of this trend line, which is really important for the market to go down. Because if the market stays above this trend line, then obviously it's not coming down. So it's just, getting a little bit slow here. Look, the market exactly tapped into this moving averages over here. Now it might just tap this trend line somewhere around here by going in sideways, and after going sideways it can just starts to go down again, or up if it breaks above this trend line. But I'm done for gold today, because I have always seen that when I take more than one trade in gold, I always lose that trade. So I won't be executing any trade in gold now. I'll just focus on GJ, because GJ is extremely a good pair, man. Because in GJ you can just take a trade right here, keep your stops. Oh, its stops is just around 7 pips. Okay, I can manage this trade, and my stops is also good, small. So that's the thing about GJ. It moves good. Everything is good about GJ. But sometimes when GJ moves in sideways, oh man, it's just bad trap. Let's see here. What's the temperature? 38 degrees. 38 degrees. I think this 15-minute candle will be closing like this bullish candle, and next candle breaks the low, it will be coming down. First of all, next candle will be filling this wick, which is 2.4 pips, and then finally it can come down. See, GJ is trapped in this consolidation. Look, if we just squeeze the graph, then this is a channel over here. This okay, this is a channel already, and GBPJPY itself is struggling into this channel over here. So at this point it can just break out, and if it break out, then this will be the point, and if it breaks back in this range, then this will be the point. So that's the thing with GBPJPY right now. So I'll just wait for GJ very patiently here. Oh, 30-minute candle just close inside this trend line, making this move a fake out. Alright. previous candle closed weak bearish, this candle rejecting this area. Now if this candle breaks the low, let's go to 15 minutes here. 15 minutes candle closed as we expected it to close. Alright, so I think I'm gonna execute a trade. I want to execute here, but let's see. 30-minute candle closed bearish. 1 hour candle also closed like a rejection candle. 4 hour candle is still open. 1 hour left for the 4 hour candle. This 4 hour candle can go anywhere. Alright, so this 15-minute candle is trying to go up. So if it creates a upper wick and break the low over here, then I'm gonna execute sells. Because if we draw a zone over here, then there is this zone. The candle went up, came down. This is a fake out, and I'm expecting that this candle should break this low and continue to move down. If that happens, then that will be good, and if that doesn't happen, then no problem, this candle will be going up. Simple. Let's look at the 30 minutes here. Oh, GJ is just showing volume here. GBPJPY can reject this area, and if it break that area, then it can go above to this area, and finally break above this area again. GJ can go up. So let's be very careful at this point, because right now really don't know where it'll be going, because it's just stuck between the ranges, heavy ranges. But I don't want to miss any trade on GJ like I did yesterday. So this candle is moving up with no wick on the bottom. That means there is extremely bullish pressure here. But if you look at the left, then we have all these candles wicked up, came down, wicked up, came down. So that's the case. But I really think that if it breaks the high, then this can go up. It's about to break the high. Let's see if we can take a trade here. Five minutes. 5-minute candle is about to close in 10 seconds. Okay, so we have entered NY open here. So the thing is, look, if this candle breaks this high over here, then we can expect some volume to come in the market and push the price up at least 10 pips. Because if we look yesterday uh, the same move came here at NY open. We were not expecting the price to go up, but look at the price at NY open here. The price just flew away. So that can also be the case here also for GJ to move up. Let's now see at the bigger time frames in GBPJPY. So in the bigger time frames, it's clearly, I can see that. Let's just drop that. Yeah. If you go to the daily time frame over here, then clearly we can see that this daily candle is having no wick on the bottom. That means there is extremely bullish pressure on the daily candle in GJ, and it will try to move up again and break the high of the previous daily candle. So this can possibly this can go to this area, or this area over here, 40 pips maybe, but only if this candle breaks above this high. So at that point, what I can do is I can keep my stop loss under the current candle low, which is 9 pips, and expect the trade to go up. 5-minute candle closed up. This 5-minute candle is about to go up. Alright, get ready guys. I think anytime it can just break the high. Look, there is no range for the trade, I know, but I am expecting the market to push the price up and break this high. So this can be a risky trade over here. So whoever is copying this trade, just make sure that you just know this thing. You know, I think GBPJPY is creating some sort of symmetry over here. If I look at this price over here, this moved up, and this move over here, it's kind of a symmetry, and I think there will be same move up like this. This move will be mirrored here. If not, then this same move should be mirrored to the downside. But this move is coming in GBPJPY soon. That's what I think. Oh, starts to reject the price again. That's nice. That's nice. So the current 15-minute candle also rejected this price over here. It broke the low. That means, let's see, 30 minutes. 30 minute is coming down. I think I will wait for 30-minute candle confirmation here. Let's just go to 15 minutes. Yeah, it just broke this low. Candle coming down. This candle is having 5 minutes left here to close. So if this candle breaks this low over here, I'm gonna enter a sell trade. And but in those 5 minutes, if this, I just want this candle to close below this trend line, so that I can take a sell trade in the next candle. That will be a easy sell, because whenever the market went up to this level, it rejected and came back down to this level. So that's the idea here. Because don't forget, this candle, why I'm not taking trade here, because this candle break this high and now breaking this low, so it's just doing both the things at the same time. So I cannot trust this candle. I want some confirmations here. Look, 4 minutes left here, just 4 minutes. So in those 4 minutes, if this candle breaks this low, then I'll just take a sell trade, expecting the price to go down. And if that doesn't happens, then it is what it is. Look, rejection here. Right now GJ is unable to decide where I should be going. It's just very confused right now. But still, I think that this move should be corrected here. So now 3 minutes left, and we have around 19 minutes left for 30-minute candle to close. Let's hit the 5 minutes. 5-minute candle close like this. This 5-minute candle is struggling, rejecting the trend line, and yeah, I think that will be a great idea to sell at this green line over here if this candle comes down to this level. Because it can straight come down to this point. I just want to be very, very sure before taking this trade. It's coming down. 2 minutes left. So it's the volume time, went up, failed to hold the price above this zone, now coming down. So a resistance is forming here. This is formation of some resistance. So if this current candle closes bearish, then that means a resistance has been formed. So which means that whenever I see this setup, I get happy. So this means that this is a fake out, plus this is a resistance. Now second resistance is there. That means there's a very, very high chance that the price will be moving down. We just need to wait 1 more minute now. So in 1 more minute, what it can do, it can just go up, close bullish, or it can just close like this, and next candle will be wick, making a upper wick and break this low and finally continue moving down. So anything can happen at this point. Okay, 51 seconds remaining and this is moving down. Damn, this is bad. I don't want this candle to go down, but I'll execute. 30 seconds. Oh, it did not broke the low. I'll wait now. I'll wait. Come on, man. GJ, just stop playing games with us. What the hell has happened to gold? It just went up and down. Okay, GJ is about to close here. That means 30-minute candle is coming down. Yes. Let's get ready. I just want it to go up first and then it should go down. Come on, man, just... Okay, I'll just take a sell trade here in GBPJPY because in 30 minutes I'm expecting the price to go down. This 30-minute candle broke the previous candle's low, and let's see if the price now. Let's hope that the price stays below this trend line and starts to go down to this level at least. And my stop loss is around, let's see, above this candle over here, which means 15 minutes, right? Yeah, stops are around 11 pips. You can see the trade. This is the trade here. So now how I will be managing this trade, let's talk about that. As this candle is moving up, so now I want this candle to reject these trend lines, and in case this 15-minute candle closes above this trend line over here, then I am gonna close half of the trade at that point, because I am not expecting the price to break this trend line, as this is a fake out, this is a rejection, this is another rejection. So I want price to go down. So if this breaks above this trend line and closes above this trend line, then I'm gonna close half. Okay, so I'm not trading gold, so no point of looking at the graph. Alright, let's see. So 30-minute candle is kind of trying to push down, and we have this 4-hour candle here. 4-hour candle looks like it can come down to close below this area by looking at the market, but we don't know because 4-hour is really a strong time frame. So let's just stick to our analysis here. If this works, then it's good. If this don't works, then I'm ready for that. Look at this thing over here in GBPJPY. How messy this is. Come on, man, just go down. It's not why Friday is risky to. Okay, it's not, it's made up for excuses. What? Can you please explain what that means? Okay, my trade is at this point over here. Stops are around this level, expecting the price to go down to this level at least. And further down to this level. When the price will be moving to this level, then that means that it's filling these wicks to the left. That Friday is the same than any other day. Yeah, because sometimes we have seen volume also on Fridays, so So you can trade. Also, we are right now we are trading the Fridays, so it's all right to trade Friday. It just uh, get clarity of the trade opportunities. That's it. That's it. That's the only key. And look, now this candle is rejecting this area again and again, again and again. But as we have just made these lines and setups, we know clearly that rejection, 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 fake out, rejection, rejection, candles went all the way down when it went to this level. So, so if that happens, then it's good. Then it's good. And if that doesn't happen, then we are ready for that. We are ready. I just want some volume in the market right now. That's it. It's just moving up and down here. Five-minute candle just closed with no wick. So we have around 38 minutes left for this 4-hour candle to close. End of daily, weekly candles. Yes, that's also true. Because end of the months are slow, end of the days is slow, end of the weeks are also slow. So whenever a candle is ending, there you will see some slow movement or consolidation happening at that point. So we have 6 minutes left for this candle to close, 30-minute candle. So right now 5-minute candle is rejecting this area, I think. Yeah, let's see how it goes. So here's the thing. Uh, in According to the risk management perspective, if this candle, current 15 minutes candle, break its own high, then I'm closing half of the position. So we have 5 minutes left here. This candle is coming down. Five-minute candle just rejected this area, closed weak bearish. New candle just formed. It might reject this area too, and finally starts to go down. 30-minute candle is kind of struggling here. 15 minutes is rejecting this area again and again. Okay, so we have, let's see, we have 30 minutes left here. That means one more 30-minute candle. So if this candle doesn't break this trend line and doesn't close below this trend line, then there is very low chance of this to fall down. I want this candle to close below this area to go further down. Yes, that thing. So I'll wait for 5 more minutes here for this candle to close. Let's see where this candle will be closing, because I think we can see a push in this candle to move further down at least, so that it can close under this range, under this trend line, so that the next candle can start to go down further, and finally this move will be corrected here. So let's see, and let's hope that we will see some volume here in this candle. Just need to wait for 3 more minutes. Because when the trend line is broken, when this candle is breaking the trend line, then that's the point volume will be coming in, and it pushing this candle more down. But the thing is, this rejection over here, so anything can happen. 2 more minutes we need to wait. It's going up. Let's see. Alright, so 5 minutes is moving up here. I think it breaks its own high. I'll close half once it breaks its own high. Let's see how the 30-minute candle is closing. 30-minute candle is closing weak, bearish, as for now. So it just tested this trend line, rejected this trend line, now going up. Oh, that's some problematic thing here. I'll wait for 1 more minute in this candle, and if this candle closes bullish, then I'm gonna close half at that point, and I'll let the half trade run. Because now anything can happen. It's just having 30 minutes left. Thirty more seconds remaining here. I closed half position at this point in 3 pips loss. Now if the current candle breaks this high over here, Then I'm gonna close another half. Look, I don't like these kinds of candle. Yeah, I think it should fall from here. This should respect the trend line, and this candle should go all the way down. That's what I think. That's why it's rejecting this area straight. But if it closes above this area, then I think I need to close another half at that point. Let's wait. I just want this candle to break this low over here. So once this candle breaks this low, then chances will be increasing that GJ will be falling down. Let's see what's the time right now. Alright, so this candle is coming down with no wick on the top. That means selling pressure is high in this candle, and it can drop if this breaks the low over here. Okay, it's rejecting that price. Just close bearish. Let's see if we can enter again the second position. I think I will not enter again in this position in GJ, because I'll now wait for some candle to close below this trend line. Current 5-minute candle is rejecting. See, right now it's just trapped under this area. Now 4 minutes left for this candle to close. It broke the previous candle's low. Now it's going down here. So it can reject this area, or it can just push down and break this low over here. I just want this candle to push down and break these low and close below this trend line. Okay, it just finally broke the low of the previous candles over here. Let's see. That means 30-minute candle also broke the low. Yes. 30-minute candle is having no wick on the top. It broke the previous candle's low. So anything can happen. I just want this to go down fast and close down below this trend line. Two minutes left here for this candle to close. 30-minute candle also trying to go down. Yes, it just broke the low. Yes, it just broke the low. I hope it will continue to move down and close down in this area, because earlier candles rejected this. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Oh, candle closed like this. I closed another half at this point. Another half I just closed when the candle was there. So now tiny position running. So I'll now wait for and see where this candle will be closing now. If this candle will be closing outside the trend line, then I'll be closing full positions. And if this candle closing inside this trend lines, then I'll let this trade run. But by looking at this, then it just created support, moving up. It might just move up. Let's see how this candle will be closing. "18 minutes left for 1 hour candle to close and 30-minute candle to close." Oh, look, gold just fell down. Gold fell all the way down. Yeah, just tapped in this area and then came all the way down. Okay, so GJ 5-minute candle is about to close in 2 minutes. "15-minute will be also closing." So in GJ we lost around, let's see here, 4 pips. 4 pips, let's say. Okay, this candle is about to close bullish. At this point I closed everything. Yeah, the candles are turning back, and I think in the next 4-hour candle we can see some sort of movement, but not in this 4-hour. This will be moving nowhere. So yeah, let's write the trade here. So these are the 2 trades we took today, and that's it, guys. I'll just take a leave from here today, and let's meet on Monday. So take care, everybody. Enjoy your weekend, and let's meet on Monday.